Imagine lying in bed, the world cloaked in the soft silence of night. The clock glows faintly, its numbers whispering 3 a.m. You're awake, staring at the ceiling, its familiar cracks and shadows your only company. Your mind hums with questions. Why am I awake? Is something wrong with me? If this moment feels like an old friend, know that you're not alone. Across countless homes, older adults find themselves stirred awake in these quiet hours, caught in the gentle tug of a body and soul trying to speak. This isn't a flaw or a failure. It's a conversation, a subtle invitation from within. Today, we're embarking on a journey to uncover 5 powerful reasons why these early morning wake-ups happen as we age. Each reason is a thread in the rich tapestry of your life, revealing truths about your body, your mind, and the wisdom you've gathered. By the end of this story, those 3 a.m. moments may feel less like interruptions and more like gentle nudges, guiding you toward a deeper understanding of yourself. Let's begin with melatonin, the quiet conductor of your body's sleep symphony. Picture it as a soft, silvery thread woven through the night, guiding you into the depths of rest. In your younger years, this thread was strong, carrying you through long, unbroken nights of slumber. Your body produced melatonin in steady waves, syncing with the rhythm of dusk and dawn. But as the years unfold, like pages in a well-loved book, that thread thins. By your 60s or 70s, your body makes less melatonin, and by 3 a.m., its gentle pull may not be enough to keep you anchored in sleep. This isn't a betrayal, it's a natural shift, like the slowing of a river as it nears the sea. Consider Harold, a 72-year-old retired teacher with a laugh that could fill a room. For decades, he slept soundly, his nights a seamless drift from evening to morning. But lately, he finds himself awake at 3:15 a.m., the world still wrapped in darkness. At first, he blamed himself, wondering if stress or diet was the culprit. Then he learned about melatonin's quiet fade. It wasn't his fault. His body was simply aging, its chemistry evolving. Harold began dimming his bedroom, banishing the glow of screens an hour before bed, and taking evening walks under the stars. These small rituals became his way of whispering back to his body, helping it remember the rhythm of night. His wake-ups didn't vanish entirely, but they softened, and he began to see them not as failures, but as part of his body's new song. Understanding this can shift frustration into compassion, empowering you to make choices that cradle your sleep more gently. Now let's turn to your internal clock, that invisible timekeeper ticking softly within. Known as your circadian rhythm, it's like a lighthouse, guiding when you sleep and when you rise. In youth, this rhythm often aligns with late nights and lazy mornings, synced with the bustle of life. But as we age, the lighthouse beam shifts forward, a phenomenon called advanced sleep phase. You might feel a wave of drowsiness at 8 p.m., your eyelids heavy as you sink into a chair, only to find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., as if your body's decided the day's begun. This isn't insomnia. It's your clock recalibrating, ticking to a new tempo. Picture Charles, 68, a retired mechanic whose hands still carry the strength of years spent fixing engines. After leaving his workshop behind, his days grew quieter, his dinners earlier. By 5:30 p.m., he's savoring a warm meal, and by 9 p.m., he's asleep, the hum of the evening news fading. Come 3 a.m., he's awake, alert, the world outside still cloaked in night. At first, he thought he was broken, his sleep fractured. But learning about advanced sleep phase changed his perspective. His body wasn't failing, it was rewriting its schedule. Charles began adjusting his evenings, reading novels under warm light, taking gentle walks after dinner and calling his daughter for a quick chat. These small acts stretched his sleep window, nudging his wake-up closer to dawn. His story reminds us that our bodies crave rhythm, and even as they shift, we can guide them gently, like a gardener tending to a vine. If you're waking at 3 a.m., feeling rested, your clock may simply be set to an earlier dawn, a sign not of weakness, but of evolution. Then there's the body itself, a vessel that carries the weight of years with grace and grit. As we age, it speaks more often, its voice rising in the quiet of night. Aches from arthritis, a full bladder, or the subtle burn of acid reflux can stir you awake, their whispers loud enough to pull you from sleep. Medications, too, play a role. Pills for blood pressure or pain might nudge your body with side effects, from frequent urination to heightened sensitivity. These aren't loud alarms, but soft signals, easily missed in the day's rush, but impossible to ignore at 3 a.m. Think of Eleanor, 76, a former librarian whose love for books still lights her days. For months, she woke at 3:30 a.m., puzzled by her alertness. She assumed it was just age, a sign of time's inevitable toll. But a conversation with her doctor revealed her blood pressure medication was increasing her nighttime bathroom trips. With a tweak to her dosage timing and a few lifestyle shifts, eating earlier, elevating her pillow, Eleanor found her sleep steadier. Her wake-ups became less frequent, and when they happened, she returned to rest with ease. These physical nudges aren't failures. They're your body's way of asking for attention, like a friend tapping your shoulder. By listening, perhaps adjusting your bedtime routine, checking medications, or easing nighttime discomfort, you can answer with care, fostering trust in the body that's carried you this far. Lifestyle, too, weaves its subtle magic. As life slows, perhaps after retirement or as routines soften, your days take on a new shape. Early dinners, quiet evenings, fewer errands. These changes, small as they seem, ripple into your sleep. Eating at 5 p.m. or winding down by 8 might signal your body to produce melatonin sooner, inviting sleep before you're ready. By 3 a.m., your body, having completed its rest, stirs awake, leaving you puzzled in the pre-dawn hush. Consider Walter, 74, a former accountant who traded spreadsheets for gardening after retirement. His days grew gentle, his dinners shifted to 5 p.m., and his evenings became a quiet ritual of news and early bedtimes. Soon, he was waking at 3 a.m., the world silent, his mind alert. At first, he felt cheated, as if sleep had abandoned him. But reflecting on his routine, he saw how his habits had shifted his rhythm. Walter began adding afternoon walks, reading in brighter light, and avoiding naps after dinner. These small adjustments, like tuning a guitar, helped his body find a new harmony. Your daily patterns are like brushstrokes on the canvas of your sleep cycle. By noticing them, perhaps adding movement, delaying dinner, or staying engaged in the evening, you can paint a rhythm that feels restorative, aligning your nights with your life's flow. Finally, let's pause at the heart, where the deepest truths often stir. In the stillness of 3 a.m., when the world is hushed, your mind may wander to memories, regrets, or quiet longings. This isn't the sharp anxiety of youth, but a softer restlessness, like a tide lapping at the shore. Aging brings space, fewer responsibilities, quieter homes, and in that space, emotions rise. You might reflect on old friendships, words left unsaid, or the ache of loneliness as social circles shift. Gloria, 80, a widow with a garden that blooms with her care, knows this well. By day, she's busy with grandchildren and her favorite shows, but at 3 a.m., her thoughts drift to her late husband, to moments she holds dear or worries she buries in daylight. At first, she thought her wake-ups were a sleep problem, but they were her heart asking to be heard. Gloria began keeping a journal by her bed, scribbling thoughts in the dark. Nothing grand, just honest words. She added evening rituals, soft music, a note to a friend. These acts became her bridge, connecting her heart to the quiet of night. Your 3 a.m. thoughts aren't flaws, they're the wisdom of a life richly lived, asking for a moment of grace. Instead of fighting them, Try listening. A journal, a gentle ritual, or a kind thought can ease your mind, inviting rest and a deeper connection to yourself. As we close this journey, take a moment to breathe. Which of these whispers resonates most? Is it the fading melody of melatonin, the shifting lighthouse of your clock, the soft signals of your body, the brush strokes of your habits, or the quiet call of your heart? These 3 a.m. wake-ups aren't interruptions. They're messages woven from the threads of your body and soul. You're not just aging, you're evolving, your life a story still unfolding. These moments invite you to listen, to care for yourself with intention, and to greet each dawn with understanding. You're not alone in this. Countless others share this quiet hour, seeking the same answers. With insight comes strength, and with strength, the freedom to shape your nights into spaces of rest and reflection. Share one thing you've learned today in the comments and tell us how you'll weave it into your life. Your voice is a light in this community. If this story moved you, like, subscribe, and share. We're here to keep inspiring you. Thank you for joining us, and we'll meet again in the next chapter.